Lee, I just want to let you know how we will do this. I want also to tell you that because of the joint merged school system process, this term will be 1 year. You'll be able to be reappointed the rest of the term, but the first years will be 1 year, then we have to reappoint at the beginning of the next July. So I want to make sure that was clear. We'll start with Mr. Carson, Mr. Tucker, Mr. Crozier, Mr. Hunter, then I'll ask the question, and if we have time, we'll go through with another question. That's kind of where we're at.
Yes, sir.
So Lance, that would be, you go ahead.
You'll see tonight. Okay, first question is, what made you want to seek a seat on the Coveton School Board?
Well, I've been a lifetime resident. I have family members been in the school system. I have grandkids been in the school system. So I'm a businessman. I've been in captain of rescue squad for many years. So if anything, I want my children to be able to have a good school system, the people of our town to have a good school system, and the employees that we've got a great school system. Many employees here have been lifetime residents, dedicated their life for our school system. So, and our kids, we've got great kids that come out of the city of Coveton.
Mr. Tucker?
Lee, seeing that this term is only going to be one, possibly a little longer than 1.5 years, and then you'll be trying to be re-elected for another term with the merger of the new school board. How would you look after the best interests under a merger of the city's school system?
Well, it's already been voted on a preliminary plan. My understanding is that could change with the new system. So right now we need to consolidate our plan, but also look out after our employees and our students. City of Covington has been around for a long time. The merger school system is an economic thing, but our dedicated faculty, every one of them has been here for a long time. They need to be ensured that they are taken care of and not slighted, whether it be financial or benefits, a total package that you would do in any contract system. But they've dedicated and they need to be well represented.
Thank you.
All right. Following up with what Mr. Tucker just asked, the upcoming merger of the Covington-Allegheny Highland school system is something that you'll have to participate in as a member of the Covington School Board. Do you have any personal issues that would prevent you from being an impartial participant in that process?
No, I have no personal interest. The system, it's obvious that we're going to need to have to merge or combine some of our, things to still operate with today. And so, best thing we can do is try to work together. And I have a lot of friends on both sides. Whether you have a disagreement doesn't mean you still can't be friends in the end. It's just strictly a business, somewhat of it on the financial part of it. So you're just trying to look out after the best interest of the city of Covington and try to get somewhat a happy medium that's going to be like a give and take in anything.
Where are some areas that need improvement in the city school system?
City school system?
Yeah.
By the statistics on SOLs, mathematics was lying a little bit, but we were still in the upper percentage of it in Virginia. But with the way this past year has been, this was 2018 statistics, so it'd be hard to do your 19 and 20 statistics on reality of what everything's been going on in the world. But combining avenues until you actually see what teachers are leaving, what teachers are saying, what their strong points are. Overall, the city of Covington's got a pretty good school system. Nothing's 100%. I would say some of it would need to be which would be in the merger, is some technical aspects like your JRTC Some of that needs to be maybe stronger now than actually the academic part of it. Not everybody's going to college, so some of that might be something we need to make them, not necessarily a stronger point on, but make more of a point or avenue for kids to have that.
All right, with the upcoming merger, how will you help implement the creation of the new system? What areas would you be interested in working in the implementation of the new system?
Personnel would probably be one. I think people ought to be accountable of what their skill level, background, studies are, but financial wise I could help some there too. I'm sure there's grants and things that I deal with my other businesses, but it'd be pretty much wherever, you know, we need to be divided out to, I guess, where it's going out to get people on the right committees. But I'm just really here to, if I don't understand something, I'll find resources where we'll understand it. So if it's personnel where we can combine our personnel and make sure nobody is left behind, or financial wise, which they would go together with this merger trying to save the money, I understand. They're going to go hand in hand a lot.
Good, thank you. Lance, you want to ask your second question?
In a merger school system, can you see yourself serving on the new merger school board?
Yes, sir. You know, I wouldn't want to run for this for a one-term system. I've never got into anything in my life just to try it out. I mean, I didn't come here for a one-term system, knowing that this would be elected after a while, after the 1 year, but if I can help the city of Coveton, like I said, I was out here my whole life, so I've got family, grandkids that are going to be in the system, so I want to make the best I can.
Mr. Tucker?
All right, this is a very interesting question, Lee. In your opinion, what do you feel are the biggest concerns in the current educational climate, locally, statewide, and nationally?
What was that?
In your opinion, what do you feel are the biggest concerns in the current educational climate, locally, statewide, and nationally?
Concerns are, I guess, would be when they graduate from college, high school, trade school, jobs. Are they well equipped to go out into the workforce? Nowadays, with things I see personally, when they are at a job site, either they're not trained or have very poor work ethics. So that would be building on when they're in school. If they're going to be dedicated to a football program or an academic program, then that will follow through on their work life. So whether that be in grade school, bringing them up to make sure they're more disciplined in some of the things, that will follow through into high school, college, or the workplace.
Thank you.
Okay. Proper management of taxpayer funds is one of the responsibilities of a member of the school board. What experience do you bring to the school board in such areas as budgeting and fiscal management?
Well, our budget, our rescue squad, ours is not a bigger budget as some of them do with the city, but we're in charge of budgeting each year. That includes any equipment, 5-10-year plans, as far as some of our equipment going out, whether it be like hazmat or technical rescue equipment. I have also 2 businesses, and then you really have to mandate now your cost effectiveness, whether it be cost of goods, labor cost. Right now we've been able to get a lot of grants, so you're trying to apply grants, so that deals with a lot of your taxes, figuring on your monies. So I've taken 2 businesses personally and turned them into a 7-figure business where they was very minimal of a 5 to 6 figures. So over the past 5 to 6 years on my businesses and almost 30 years with the rescue squad as far as doing budgeting.
Okay.
What are some of the strongest points in in the city school system that's offered?
The city school has to offer.
The strongest points in the city school system?
I'm sorry.
What are strong points in the city school system?
Well, the biggest thing we have is great teachers and faculties. Most of them in there have been dedicated, and it shows over the years that one before them built their system up to where they're well respected. Whether it be an academic, the pay scale is more than most people's around because the committees and employees before them built it up to where they have a good system that people want to come to. Their academic part of it shows also. People say for a small school, we still are graduating kids that actually have almost associate's degree, or they graduate from technical schools and can be a certified welder or auto mechanic. So Covington City School has dedicated faculties to help with their students. Kids love to come to school. You don't see it in a lot of places, but the teachers around here will meet them at the door. Elementary school. Around here, everybody, we have some challenged kids. The teachers go an extra mile to make sure those kids are not left behind.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, sir. Could you tell me your opinion of project-based learning and how you think it could be implemented, or does it need to be implemented in the new system?
It's new, so I can't really comment on that as much until I read more of it. But the studies ever show that for small localities, it is a plus and it works. That one there, I could not honestly give much details on it.
As honest as you get there.
Yeah, like I said, I'll have to read more on it. That's not necessarily privileged information that a candidate would have more than people that are directly dealing with it every day, other than what you read in the paper or online.
We appreciate that. Well, Lee, thank you. If you could send Marie in, and then you're more than welcome to sit and listen to the rest.
Thank you all.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.